Hi, this is Mati Fuller. I use tarot, numbers, and chakras to help you understand your relationships better. So this is the weekly Love Tarot reading for Virgo for April 20 to 26. Please keep in mind this is a general reading. If it resonates, that's awesome. If it doesn't, then this reading is not for you. So let's find out what's going on in Virgo's relationships, soulmate, and twin flame connection for April 20 to 26. Oh boy, your partner is going through some big changes. First of all, they have the Hierophant. Personal values or traditional values are in their face right now and very, very important to them. And they also have the Hangman. So they feel like they can't move forward with a relationship when you can't listen to their values. If you don't hear their values and agree with their values, they just can't move forward. So they're hanging from a tree in surrender, waiting for a different perspective to come to them. So who knows what will happen. When we add up those numbers, we get 12 plus 5, that's 17. And that is the star. There is still hope for the relationship, but right now it's kind of at a standstill. They also have the Tower, which means that everything is turning into chaos and it feels like things are falling apart. And they have the Wheel of Fortune, which is the end of a cycle and the beginning of something new. So they're going through some kind of major transition, and who knows how they come out of that. When we add up those numbers, we get 16 plus 10, that's 26. 2 plus 6 is 8. And that is lack of empowerment in numerology. Okay, you have the 10 of Swords. You do not like what's happening. And 10 is also the end of a cycle, even if it's just 10 of Swords. So you feel like a victim. You feel like your partner has stabbed you in the back. You're not happy at all. And you have the Page of Swords. You've got lots of new ideas. When we add up those numbers, we get 10 plus 1, which is 11. That's the Justice card. It's about being true to yourself and doing what feels right. So you really have to tune into yourself and figure out what it is you want to do that feels right to you. And not just let the partner's Hierophant values affect you too much. You have to stand up for your own values too. And then you have the Page of Wands. You want to do something exciting. And you have the Judgment card. So it is possible that you're judging your partner or holding a grudge, and that you have to do some forgiveness work before you can actually meet as a couple again. So that, if you add up the numbers, is 20 plus 1, that's 21. 21 is the World card, end of a cycle. So there's definitely the energy of change and the energy of endings, and the energy of the end of a cycle is definitely in this reading. All right. I think everybody's going through it right now. So many people have these energies. The Change card, the Tower, things falling apart, the Death card. You know, everybody's going through a hard time right now. And for some people, it'll split up the relationship. For others, they will come through it somehow. So let's find out here how you feel about each other. How does partner feel about Virgo? How does Virgo feel about partner? How do you feel? Oh, interesting. So it's not just you that's judging. They're judging you back too. You're both holding grudges. Oh, I know how that goes. That does not end well. And they also have the Two of Pentacles. They're really busy with their business. And they have the World card, which is end of a cycle again. So there's definitely, you both have the same kind of energy floating through the different... Ooh, that was a coyote walking outside my window. So let's add up these numbers. Judgment, 20 plus 2, that's 22, plus 21, that would be 43. 4 plus 3 is 7, that's not trusting the relationship. 7 in numerology is lack of faith and not trusting the relationship. So your partner doesn't really trust the relationship right now, and they're holding grudges against you. And you have the 10 of Pentacles. You don't feel safe financially. You feel grumpy towards your partner. You're not open to their offerings of love, even though you still care about them. Queen of Cups. But it feels complicated right now. It feels very complicated. When I add up those numbers, we get 10 plus 4, that's 14, plus 1 is 15. That's the devil energy. You feel stuck in the relationship. You're obsessing about the relationship. You can't see where it's going. You feel like you can't move forward. It's definitely not a good feeling, to be in that devil energy. So let's see how this is affecting the relationship. Interesting. Okay, so your partner has the 10 of Wands. They feel victimized. They feel stressed. They feel like everything is on their shoulder and you're not supporting them. And they feel like they have to do everything. And they have the Death card. So, they can see the end of the relationship coming up on the horizon. End of the old, beginning of something new. And you have the Queen of Pentacles. And when we add up those numbers, we get 13 plus 10, that's 23. 2 plus 3 is 5. Hierophant energy, clashing values. You're just not seeing eye to eye when it comes to values, and it's serious enough that it can actually kill the relationship. You've got the Queen of Pentacles. You're taking care of your own needs. You're nurturing yourself. And the Temperance angel is there saying, be patient, take it easy, chill. When we add up those numbers, we get 14 plus 1. That's another devil card energy. You're really stuck in this devil energy where you're just obsessing about the relationship. You're feeling addicted to the relationship. You're feeling stuck in the relationship. The only way you can get out of that is by focusing on what you want rather than what is. All right, so keep that in mind. If you want to get out of that feeling of stuckness, you have to focus on what you want rather than what is. The cards between the two of you is the 7 of Pentacles, the Harvest card. You were both hoping that things were going to work out for the better in the future, but you're not sure if that's going to happen. So there's a little bit of a feeling of disappointment there. And you also have the Emperor. You both want to be in control of the relationship, which is not going to happen either because you can't have 2 emperors in one relationship. When we add up those numbers, we get 7 plus 4, that's 11. 11 is the Justice card, and it comes down to being true to yourself. It's more important to be true to yourself than to be true to the relationship. Be true to yourself is what the cards are saying for both of you, whatever that means. Okay, so we need some divine guidance for Virgo. All right, divine guidance for Virgo. How can you cope with this situation? How can you get out of the stuckness of the devil's den? In the tarot, the only way to get out of the devil's den is to allow the tower to just turn everything into chaos. And that'll break the devil's den and you will be freed. So we'll see what the advice have to say. The other way you can get out of the devil's den is if you force yourself out and you create your own chaos. Those are the 2 options. So the advice says, be patient, turn it over to a higher power right now. Don't make any decisions right now. Just turn it over to a higher power, surrender, and wait until you see it from a different perspective before you make any decisions. You've got the Magician. The Magician can have and do and be and create anything they want, but they can't make somebody fall in love with them. So forget about that. Just the Magician is creating through clear intention. So just be really clear about what you want. It's what I was saying before. Don't focus so much on what is. Focus on what it is you want. All right. And the Magician energy will help you with that. 8 of Pentacles says put lots of energy into your work right now to distract yourself, and you'll be better off. And the King of Cups takes action based on the heart. So when we look at the advice here, the best thing you can do right now is just to surrender the relationship over to a higher power and focus on your work and focus on what it is you want to create for yourself. All right, so that was the reading for Virgo. I hope you like it. Please put your thumbs up and subscribe and share it with your friends. And thank you for listening. Bye.